Welcome students to the online class Standard 8th Subject Science. Lesson number 3, Force and Pressure. So student, let us see the topics that we are going to cover in this slide. The first one is pressure, second one is unit of pressure, and the third one is pressure on solid. So we are going to learn about all these three topics in this slide in detail. So let's begin. Okay. So student, let us understand what do we mean by pressure. Okay, when we are talking about pressure, two of the term correlate each other. The first one is force and the other one is area. So before learning pressure, first let us come up with one activity, or you can say one example. Okay, so student, as you must have observed, the tire of two-wheelers and four-wheelers getting pressurized, okay, by filling the air by machine, okay, which has pressure indicating dial or a digital meter showing the digital reading on that machine. So student, what happens, okay, it shows the reading of pressure when it is filling the air into the tires of four-wheeler or your bicycle, okay, you can say. The machine feels the pressure to a certain value. As you are aware students, that a force has to be applied for filling air in the bicycle tire with hand pump, okay. By applying force, air pressure, it increases and then air is pushed into the tire. Now student, with whatever I've explained, can you say that here we have used force and pressure both, that is why they are correlated. Okay, when we are talking about pressure, always force and pressure both are correlated to each other. Or else one more example I can give you is that whenever you are hammering the nail, okay, so what happened in this experiment, the nails easily penetrate into the wood from its pointed end. Okay, why? Because we are hammering it on the top side. Okay, from this you can notice that when a force is applied on the head of the nail, it is easily hammered into the plank, into the wooden plank. Okay, so it is easy to cut the vegetable fruits with sharp knife, or it is easy to cut with blunt knife. So does it will work? No. So student, what does this tells, what does this example tells? It tells that whenever we are talking about pressure, force exerted perpendicular on the unit area of that pressure. Okay, so student, as you can see in the above slide, in diagram A and B, force is the weight of the book. Okay, I'm giving you the example. Force is the weight of the book and pressure is the force per unit area. Okay, as you can see how they have defined it. So student, as you can see in the next slide, I have given the unit of pressure. So what they have shown here, the amount of force applied per unit area on object surface is given as pressure is equal to force upon area, and the unit for force is Newton and unit for area is meter square. That is why it is denoted as Newton meter square, as you can see on the screen given below. Okay, so unit for pressure is Newton per meter square. So student, the next topic which we are going to see, that pressure on solid. Okay, so when the air is exerted on all the object kept in air, when a weight is kept on solid, pressure is exerted onto it. Okay, this pressure depends on the value of the weight and contact area between the two. Means what? Pressure is the force per unit area. This means that the pressure on a solid object exert on another solid surface in its weight, okay, in Newton divided by its area in the square. Next student, I'll give you an example for that so it will be more clear. when we keep the books, bundle of books at one place, so what does we notice? We notice that the place where we have kept, suppose we have kept on the wooden plank, okay, so it get bends because the bundle of book is been pressuring the area. But when we divide that books, okay, the solid books which are in solid condition, into different places, so it will not create that much of pressure to that area. Okay, so student, here are some characteristics for solid. Okay, pressure on solid, it acts in the direction of force only. The smaller the area, the higher the pressure, as I've given the example previously of books bundle. Okay, the larger the area, the smaller the pressure. Okay, I've made you explain that whenever you're going to keep the books at one place, it will create more pressure, and when you're going to divide the books, so it will create less pressure. So what's they are talking about. Thank you.